Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing we got is about Hadi Choopan, and his IG account was deactivated by himself. Well, that's what all the IG pages are assuming. But is that really what happened? Well, you guys remember what happened with Derek Lunsford that one year where he won against Hadi, that one controversial year. You guys remember that Hadi's fans, his army of fans, reported Derek's account so many times that his account was deactivated for a moment. They were threatening him, and basically now the same thing is happening back to Hadi. His own fans, his army of people turned against him. Before they were attacking other people who were against Hadi, and now they're all attacking him. So in my opinion, what happened was they reported his account way too many times, and it got deactivated by Instagram. Because a couple of hours later, it was back online, and he posted a story, and it's not about his followers or whatever happened. It's just some quote about God and stuff. So yeah, he's back online from what I can see. How long will that be the case? We'll see about that. And also, based on some Instagram pages, somebody kept track of this. Hadi lost 1.2 million followers. Guys, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, for him, how many followers he already has, it's not that much. It's not like he lost all of his followers. He lost like maybe 15% of his followers, but that's still a lot. That's 1,200,000 people decided to unfollow him, and I'm guessing they're all Iranians. So yeah, I mean, Hadi is definitely not doing well publicity-wise this year, and I don't see much changing. Like from the US, he still does have a lot of support, but from his own country, not so much. Not so much. And it got to the point where IG deactivated his account. And no, I don't think it's him shutting down his IG because he wants to go shadow mode. I don't see that being the case, because if that was the case, he would still be offline. He wouldn't disappear for a couple of hours only. I don't think he would do that and like change his mind and decide to come back and be active again. No. They reported his account and they shut him down for a short time. He is back now. IG probably figured out what is happening, and I don't think this is going to happen again, but who knows? If the system is automated, maybe it's going to be happening more and more. We'll see, but yeah, too bad for Hadi. Too bad for him. A terrible situation, a difficult prep for sure. Will he be able to bring his best to the show with these circumstances? Who the hell knows? If he does, my hat is off for him. I mean, this is going to be crazy. And it seems like it's going to be a very good Hadi. I probably have him winning the Arnold, but you know, if anybody's going to beat him, like from those guys who are in that top four, like Andrew, Martin, and Nick, this is the year. This is the opportunity. It's now, because now he's probably the most vulnerable he ever was, or maybe in spite of all these happenings, he's going to go even harder and prove to the world that nothing can stop him. We'll see. It's definitely a nasty situation for Hadi, but show is still going to be very exciting. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. All right, the next thing we got is another very interesting bodybuilding update, and that's a physique update from Samson Dauda at, as you guys know, 350 freaking enormous pounds. And when I'm looking at this physique update right here from right now, what I'm thinking is he's actually doing exactly what he said he wants to do now. He doesn't want to grow anymore. He wants to marinate at this weight and make and let his physique, his new muscle, mature. And I think that's exactly what is happening. Again, when I look at this physique right now, it is big, but it looks like it's better quality. Conditioning is better. at the same size, basically, same weight. Yes, you might say it could be the lighting, it could be a really good pump, maybe he's dehydrated for some reason and he carved up a little bit more. And sure, the lighting is not hurting, it is better lighting than usual. It is decent lighting, but still, man, he looks crazy. He's super massive right now. He looks like an absolute giant, this guy. And you can't really get the idea of how big he is until you see him next to the other people. So we can't really appreciate his size right now. I mean, if somebody like Derek had this weight, what would that look like? I mean, Derek is like, I don't know, 260 maybe in the off season. This guy is 100 pounds heavier, so you don't have an idea I have no idea how big he actually is in person, but I'm sure it's absolutely crazy. And again, his conditioning is now improving, even though he's not growing. He doesn't want to get any heavier than 350, which is very reasonable, I gotta say, because I was wondering, where the hell is he heading? Like, does he want to go to 360, 370, 380, 400? If he wanted to, he probably could, because he got to 350 very easily, very fast. So he probably could have pushed further and went beyond this number, but he doesn't want to do that. He want to stay here for a while. He does have plenty of time until the Mr. Olympia, and he wants to marinate. Let his body get used to this weight, train with this weight, maintain this weight and this size for a while, because then when he starts dieting down, it's not just gonna go away as easy as it came. It's probably gonna stick a little bit longer. I have no idea what his plan is weight-wise on that stage, but I feel like we'll probably see Samson at like 320 on stage. I don't think he's gonna go much lower than that. I mean, I don't know if he can do that, but he was, from what I heard, like 310 at one point. So I think this year he might be his biggest ever. By the end of this off season, he might be in very good condition at 350. You know, then he has like 30 pounds to lose, 30, 35 pounds, and he'll be in good enough condition with by far the most size on that stage. And in my opinion, it's probably going to be enough to win him another Mr. Olympia title. We'll see, though. We'll find out soon enough. But right now, what we can see right here is pretty freaking impressive, man. What do you guys think about Samson's current shape? All right, and finally, we got something pretty freaking interesting from one of the favorites, or the two favorites to win the Arnold Classic in Classic Physique, Wesley Vissers, at 16 days out of the Arnold Classic, looking phenomenal, man. Looking crazy. This is shaping up like it's going to be the best Wesley we ever saw, and I'm pretty sure about that right now. I can't base my opinions really that well based on like 16 weeks out photos and videos, but as we're getting closer, I can get a pretty good idea who's gonna be in shape and who is not, and Wesley is gonna be in shape. This could be another Wesley Vissers said, well, maybe not 110% the way he was at the Arnold Classic when he won. That was one of the greatest peaks of all time, and it's something that he probably won't be able to repeat again, but he doesn't need to bring that kind of a peak. What he needs to bring is conditioning, which he failed to deliver basically every time other than that one Arnold Classic and let's say Arnold Classic UK. So we'll see if this year is gonna be different, but I think it is, because based on these photos, he is delivering, man. And look at his freaking shoulders. He's definitely bringing his shoulder conditioning, his signature condition, not conditioning. This is crazy amount of details, insane amount of grain in the shoulder. This is crazy. Nobody has delts like this. Andreas Munzer maybe had something similar, but other than him, nobody. And one thing is for sure, Wesley did not pin his delts once in his life. Once in his life. You cannot have details like this if you're putting oil in your delts. No way. No way. So, yeah, I mean, he's probably shooting all his gear to his glutes. I don't know. He's covering them with trunks because his physique is really clean. really extremely clean. I mean, for a classic guy, you would expect that, right? It's not open bodybuilding. In open bodybuilding, pretty much everybody's on SEO. It does make sense, though, to take it as a classic guy, especially if you're having issues making the weight. You know, like 100 milliliters of oil weighs much less than 100 milliliters of muscle. So if you're, struggling with the weight cap, you can add some fullness and size with SEO. I don't know how many of the guys are doing that, but I'm sure it's being done. And one of those guys that I know, that I speak to, who know other people who are using it, they say that a lot of classic guys are doing it. So yeah, but let's not even get into that. That's a different topic, not for this video. Wesley does look amazing right here, right now. And I found something very interesting as well. Wesley is kind of addressing the news channels on his YouTube, and he talks about how everybody's pretty much making a mistake about him. Let me play this for you.
All those news channels.
Oh yeah,
that's
a different thing.
Yeah, but they like, even I am
news?
Yeah, I'm quite critical of myself, and I'm like, oh, I've pretty shredded right now. Like, I'm really on track. I have all the pictures from 2024 and 25, and they're like, oh, I feel like he's not as dry as when he won the Arnold. When I look at those pictures back then, it's like nowhere close to what we're now.
Yeah, and
I'm like, where are they getting this from?
No, from that, because they have no idea what lightning and what that makes, It's just...
All right, so I'm not sure if he was addressing, if he was talking about my channel, because I don't think so. I don't know if I ever said that he's not in shape based on his photos. It always seemed like he has the potential to be spot on as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I said it, I can't even remember what I said about each of these bodybuilders for months and months, a video every single day. But yeah, of course, this is bodybuilding. And as Stefan says, they don't know if the lighting can affect this and the quality of the photo and so on. I know probably better than Stefan Kinzel because I'm an active competitor. I don't know if Stefan competed more than like once. So yeah, I'm very well aware of that. I take that into consideration as well. And I also know the most important thing, you're not going to look on stage the way you look 6 weeks out, 2 weeks out, 5 days out. Even bodybuilders change every single day, especially the last week sometimes, and especially week to week. So you should consider so many things. And I don't know what's going to be the case with Wesley, but based on these updates, it looks like he's going to be spot on. And if you watch this video, he looks crazy, man. His arms, his shoulders, and when he hits his back double bicep, it looks insane. I am definitely cheering for Wesley. This is the guy I want to see win. I don't want Mike Sommerfeld to win the Arnold Classic. Not only because Mike is cheating with the weight, not paying his designers, copying other people's content and basically copying it completely, signing with other sponsors before stopping the contract with the previous one, and the list goes on and on. Not because of that, but because of the physique, because Mike is a shorter, stocky, bulky-looking bodybuilder, but Wesley is the true representation of classic. So if Wesley is complete enough, conditioned enough, looks good enough, I hope he wins. I hope he brings something similar to his Arnold Classic look, but maybe even bigger and better. We'll see. This is looking very, very good, and I think it's going to be a really good battle between those two guys. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, guys. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.